Girls Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday, and this week's topic is top 10 popular authors that I haven't read yet, and some of them kind of really embarrassing, but some of them I'm just like, YOLO, whatevers. So here is my list of authors that I still haven't read yet. Coming in at number 10, I have Jane Austen, which is the author of Pride and Prejudice, and I've seen the film to this and I really love it, and it makes me want to read the book to this because just the romance is so pure and awesome, and I know that one day I will read this book, but I'm not entirely sure when, but it is my aim to read a classic this year, so maybe this year is the year for this book. Then we have Kami Garcia in particular, but also Margaret Stoll as well, because they're the authors of the Beautiful Creatures series, which I still haven't read and I do really want to, and I'm going to be reading it this month, which is really exciting. It is a monster of a book, so I'm not sure whether it's going to take me the whole month to read it. It probably will because of certain elements in my life that are taking up a lot of my time, but hopefully I can complete it this month. I'm really excited about it, but hopefully that will mean that I can knock those authors off of the list. Then we have Neal Shusterman, the author of the Unwind series, and this is a very similar series to the Hunger Games, I believe, and I really do like the Hunger Games, so maybe this is a series for me, but I'm really intrigued about this series and the author himself. Just want to know what his books are like and whether I'm going to enjoy them. And then we have George R.R. Martin, the author of the Game of Thrones series, and he writes complete beasts of books, and I am so scared of big books, but I purchased this book at the beginning of last year in hopes that I would read this at some point, so I do own it and it's no excuse not to read it now. I've had absolutely fantastic things about this book, but I'm scared about it, and I know there's a lot of deaths in the series as well, but I'm so intrigued and I do want to get into it, but it's so massive, it's so big, but hopefully I will get around to reading this year. Then we have Marie Lu, the author of the Legend series, and this is a series I really wanted to read, and this book actually isn't that long and I haven't quite got around to reading it yet, but I do want to. I want to dive into it to see what all the fuss is about, to enjoy this series hopefully, and maybe this is the year that I'm going to read it, who knows. Leba Bray, the author of Beauty Queens, The Diviners and various other books. Now I recently got this book, so I do actually want to read this, and hopefully I can read a book by Leba Bray. I know there's mixed thoughts and feelings on this book, so I'm not sure what I'm going to personally think, but it sounds really intriguing and hopefully I do enjoy it. Jennifer L. Armentrout, another author I've heard so many fantastic things about, and obviously she's written this series which everybody's literally raved about. I haven't read this series yet. I'm waiting for my friend to get a copy of this book that we can read the first book together, and I'm so excited. My anticipation levels are so high, and I really want to read a book by her, and I know she's written several other books that I want to read, but I want to dive into her writing to see what everybody loves about her, and hopefully that I can love her too. David Levithan, and he has written so many different books, and he has similar sort of big high writing styles to like John Green and various other famous authors, and I haven't yet read a book by David Levithan, but I have several books that I do own that he's written, and including this one and Boy Meets Boy and Every Day, and I just want to read them all. I'm so excited, and he does write pretty short books actually, so hopefully I can get around to reading one of these very soon just to see what all the fuss is about with this author. Scott Westerfeld, who has written this series, the Ugly series, and I really want to read this series. I do own all of the books now and I want to get around to reading this series. I just want to know exactly what it's all going to be about and stuff like that. And last but not least, we have Rainbow Rowell, and she is an author that everybody is literally raving about, and I wanted to read her books like so badly, but they're so hyped. I'm so scared of hype, and I do really want to read her books so badly, but I'm holding off for the moment. Hopefully I will get around to reading one of her books this year, but I'm not entirely sure when, but hopefully soon. It just all depends on how much I can restrain myself and timing and certain other things in my life. So guys, those are the 10 popular authors. In my head I see them as popular that I still haven't read yet. Why don't you guys let me know the books by popular authors that you haven't read yet down in the comment box below, because I'd be really interested. Maybe you have the same authors as me, maybe you have different ones, but it will be interesting to compare them all the same. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it and if you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Just remember to keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and my name is Katie. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!